What's the Buttons is gone. It doesn't exist anymore. Ash is no longer here. It's no longer Reese. It's a Pokemon podcast. That's what this is about. If you don't like it, you can fuck off. Cancel your subscription. Don't bother listening to us. This is purely about Pokemon, and that's it. We're addicted.
I want to be the very best that no one ever was.
Fucking stupid. We're addicted. We're back and we're addicted to absolute Pokemon. Everything Pokemon, we spent silly money. It's ridiculous. It's mental. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. We're back. Yeah. This podcast, this episode won't just be about Pokemon. Don't be scared. Don't switch off. We are going to talk about other shit, but a lot of it is going to be Pokemon, if I'm honest, because, Ash gave me a phone call and he said, I'm going to start buying some Pokemon cards, and naturally, everyone follows the Prince Among Men. He's playing Pokemon Go at the moment.
There's fucking Pokemon everywhere.
Fucking love it. We're all over it.
There's a Squirtle. Eat my berry and let me catch you and give me candy.
Thanks to everyone, Patreon-wise, for giving us your dough. This will inevitably fund either podcast equipment or Pokemon addiction.
Pokemon cards.
To be fair, what is it? £4.99 per pack? Roughly. So everyone who's paying for the exclusives on the Jedi Club, every single month you're paying for one Pokemon pack. So that's fucking awesome. We got a little bit of feedback from the last exclusive episode, basically saying that it was shit.
Any feedback's good feedback.
I won't apologise. You pay what you know what I mean. You get what you pay for. So
can't deny the facts though. That is true.
It was awful.
It is shite.
So we've come up with some form of plan. That was actually Mark that gave us that feedback. It's his birthday on Monday, so happy birthday! And I ain't got you a card, I ain't got you a present, I ain't gonna see you. Other than that, yeah, sweet. Right, what's going on? Who are you?
Happy birthday.
This is a mess.
To you.
This is an absolute mess.
Happy birthday, dear Marky. Happy birthday to you.
This is awful, isn't it? There you go. Nice. All of our 20 listeners can hear that. That's great. That's fantastic. Well, that's Patreon's fucked off out the way. Get down on the nitty and gritty.
Yeah, boy.
It's Pokemon. Get off the fucking Pokemon Go so you can pay some attention to what we're doing. You're not paying attention.
Hitman Top. Look at him.
What you been doing? How you been doing? Pokemon wise, what's the crack? What's been going on? Shinies, talk to me.
Whoa.
Tell me it all.
Well, how did it start?
How did it start? Tell me, because you just rung me up randomly saying that you want to start collecting shiny Pokemon cards.
I'll tell you how it started.
Go on.
It started a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Nice.
It was a couple of weeks ago. I was on nights.
Yeah.
And I had a night shift where I wasn't doing a great deal. It was on call, sit about, not a lot happening.
Do fuck all.
And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to get my Switch out. So I got my Switch out. I haven't got it out in a long time. Charged it up. Thought I'm going to buy a new game for it.
Nice.
Fuck it, I'm going to get a Pokemon game.
Fantastic.
Bought Pokemon Violet.
Ooh.
Played Pokemon Violet. I was like, I fucking love this game. This is great. And then I thought, do you know what's even better? Pokemon cards. Because I used to like Pokemon cards. So I went and bought some Pokemon cards. Yep. Lo and behold, I only got a fucking gold Mewtwo out of my first ever pack. Bang, the bug is there. It's inside me. I can't stop thinking about them. I go to sleep thinking about them and I wake up thinking about them. At the moment, I've got Pokegenie, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Home, Pokemon TCG Live and Pokemon Unite all on my phone.
It's crazy, isn't it? I've jumped on the Pokemon Unite bandwagon as well, and that game's fucking sick.
Yeah, it's cool.
I love that shit, man. Haven't lost a ranked match yet. I'm all over it. Fucking love it. But the problem with collecting Pokemon cards is that, so there's, what was it, like 86 different expansion sets, and overall in the UK there's just shy of 10,000 cards that you could collect. Because naturally I saved all the websites to my phone so I can just fucking flick it up whenever I want. Ash is going for the tactic of just collecting anything and fucking everything.
I'm going. Your drop looks like testicles.
My driveway looks like a knob on Pokemon Go.
Knob and balls.
I've gone for the tactic of the first packs I see, that's the set that I'm going to collect first. So I've got the Silver Tempest, and I'm probably like halfway through. I've got 165 cards I've got to get. I haven't counted them, but I'm near the 100 mark. So I'm getting there. I've got the rarest card of the whole bunch, and Ash Googled it before we come on air, and it was a 0.86% chance.
It's a trainer, yeah, Candice Rainbow, yeah.
That was the trainer, was it? It's mental. Ash is pulling cards that are worth more than the fucking everything he's buying, so he's quids in.
My luck's been nuts, to be fair. I'm not
plussed
normally
on money.
quite lucky, but yeah. But
And he wants to grade. He's not sure about grading one of the cards. Is Mewtwo. We'll put a picture up of it on the Patreon so you can see what we're on about. But he doesn't know about getting it graded or not, and I'm saying that he should, because you ain't going to sell it anytime soon, and a grading might help. But you're scared about sending it off in case it comes up all bent and fucked up or lost.
I'm scared about sending it off because I don't know about how to package it efficiently. And you know what? Some people are like, they're throwing packages around, and also I don't want it to come back at oh yeah, it's a shit one. This is a 2. Then I'll just start attacking.
Yeah, but it can't be shit, because it's brand new.
It doesn't matter.
Straight out of the packet.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it does.
It doesn't mean it's going to be good. If it's slightly bent, if it's got a bend in it, if it's off centre, if the card print is off centre, that's just a printing thing. There's many things. They won't just look at quality of it coming out of the pack, and just because it's out of the pack don't mean it's not got like wear on it and stuff.
So it's going to be like Funko Pops, where you get the Funko app and your collection, it tells you how much it's roughly worth. I like that too, there. It's great.
Yeah.
This is free.
Yeah, this is why it's free, isn't it?
I'm having a sit there because my fucking... You talk, I've got to put the mic down quick. My headset's all fucked.
Big RJ said to me, Big Ryan, he said to me he'd subscribe to the Patreon for 6 months. Not that Rye. My Rye. Your Rye? He said he'd subscribe to the Patreon for 6 months if you made a public apology to beer drinkers for your outrageous
to beer
slander.
Drinkers? What, 6 months? He won't subscribe for 6 months. You'll fucking spend the money on booze.
For your, well, there we go. There you go.
Thanks
for just throwing that down the toilet.
He wants an apology
you
for
fucked
what?
it now. You fucked
for
it.
What?
He had one opportunity, one shot, like Eminem, and you fucked it.
An apology for what?
For talking shit about beer drinkers.
Who is this geezer? Ryan, what? Is he in your gang?
He's my pal, and he ain't happy.
Why is he not happy?
Because you talk shit about the beer drinkers.
Yeah, but so he's not happy because he knows I'm right.
Well, yeah, you are right. But for this occasion, you can pretend that you're not, so we can get 6 months of Patreon.
Does he even listen to this?
Yeah, he does actually. He
does
every episode. He loves it. Yeah.
And he still ain't subscribed, so he's missing out on all the exclusive content.
Yeah, but
he's missing out on at least half an hour
I've
every
told
single
him not
week
to
of
do it because
extra.
it's shit. I said, really, don't waste your money. It's really not worth it.
That's great advertisement, isn't it? That's fantastic. So, he wants a public apology, or is this a podcast apology? Because I know we know that I've got a habit of doing
apology, but we'll just leave it. We'll do it next week. We'll get some back and forth.
Well, you ain't here next week. Oh, Ash isn't here next week.
I'm not here next week, by the way, guys.
Again,
so.
I've given him the fucking leeway to leave the podcast for a bit, and every single fucking opportunity. Why are you always on nights? I don't get it.
Big
Needs
boys
must.
with big boy toys.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Exactly.
It's absolute bollocks.
Gotta do what I gotta do.
Mm.
How else am I gonna pay for these Pokemon cards? Pardon me.
Sorry to Ash's family. the old savings is going away on fucking plastic cards.
Speaking of savings, I nearly bought a Darth Vader lightsaber today. Oh, I was so close.
Yeah, but you know your problem with that? If you'd have bought a Darth... At Nerdbase, by the way, shout out to Nerdbase for the millionth fucking time. Please just answer my DMs, man. I miss out on so much shit from your shop because you won't answer me. Anyway... Connor would have a go at you for buying a lightsaber from that, because all he'd do is flick out his lightsaber that's 10 times better than anything you're going to buy from there.
It's debatable.
And you know that.
It's debatable.
It's not debatable.
Well, it is, because he hasn't got actual Darth Vader's lightsaber. He's got a lightsaber that goes multicolours. He's not actually Darth Vader's.
Yeah, but he can just make it red.
But it doesn't mean it's Darth Vader's lightsaber just because it's red. That's not how it works.
Is that not?
They've all got different hilts.
Right.
Fucking hell.
Fucking no.
God almighty. All the dark side users have got red.
Were you scared?
It's like 250 quid.
Gemma wouldn't let you get away with that one.
She would, but
Yeah.
she would. Next time she wanted something, if I said
couldn't
no,
say
she'd
no.
go, and she'd
Yeah.
point at that
She put out the
lightsaber,
lightsaber.
and go, I think we will.
She'd take the box off the wardrobe and blow the dust off it and go, you got this, remember?
Yeah, and I'll go, oh yeah, here, have all the money.
So you didn't get that.
No.
You got one little, well, ain't even little. You got a Pokemon set.
I got a little
some
Pokemon
fat
box.
fucking Pokemon
It's
card.
only a score, yeah. I got a big old
A
Pokemon card.
novelty-sized Pokemon
Nowhere
card.
to put it. I didn't want that. Got a cool little pin. Got a couple of packs.
Get this right. I'm trying to collect all the Silver Tempest ones, and for some reason, this geezer's gone and bought loads of Silver Tempest shit, even though he ain't collecting the
Because
set.
they're everywhere. It's the
Yeah,
only pack that's everywhere.
I know. And he said to me on the phone on the way home, he said, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these ones that ain't shinies. I ain't fucking interested in them. I don't want them. So I said, well, give them to me then. And he went, absolutely not. He said, pay for them. I said, well, why? Why would I pay for them? I said, you don't want them.
I never said. This is where there was miscommunication. I never said pay for them. I said I paid for them.
Yeah, and
I
then
didn't
you
tell
said
you to
you
pay
said
for
pay
them.
me for them.
No, I didn't. I
So
never
give
once said that.
give them to me then. You ain't going to use them.
No.
Why?
Because I'm going to keep them.
You just said you don't want them.
If you go in Nerd Base, they've got all their little cards that are worth money in their little plastic boxes. Yeah, 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s.
They've all been graded.
A lot
That's
of
what the
them.
plastic
A lot
bo-
of
if they're in
them.
the boxes,
yeah,
they've been graded.
No, if they've got a number on them, yes. Not all of them have. But then they've got all the old shitters, like them ones that I'm talking about. Pound here, pound there, pound there. They're all worth like £1 each or something. Man, I'm not giving away all them pounds. I've got buckets of them. Give it 20 years, I'll be selling all them for pounds.
At least give me your duplicates.
Fuck you.
Why?
Because I like them. I like
Why?
having more than one.
You know what the problem is, yeah? Is unlike a Funko Pop, when I want something very specific, you have to search it, you have to find it, and you can just buy it. That's it. There's no mystery to it. It's part of the fun of buying them, though. But when it comes to Pokemon cards, I like much like you, I like pulling a pack and getting random shit, because I went onto eBay and Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that, and I could buy the whole set for like 100 and something quid. And I just think that's a cop out, but I was tempted, but you know
It's
what I
not
mean?
exciting.
No, it ain't fun at all. It's boring.
When they had they had little Marvel toys in Kinder eggs for a while. Me and my mate Ryan and a couple of other people, we was getting them and putting them up on our rear view mirrors in our cars because they had little string bits on them. I only needed the one more. I think it was the Joker I needed. Could have bought him off eBay for £3.
But you didn't.
Bearing in mind Kinder eggs like £1, £1.20 or whatever.
Yeah.
I must have spent 20 odd quid opening Kinder eggs just to.
get them out.
I was buying like 5, 6 in the morning, not even eating the chocolate, just opening them and
You
fucking
weren't-
popping the thing.
What
I
was
was
you
eating
doing
the
with the
chocolate, but
chocolate?
not there and then. I was like putting it back in its
I was
wrapping.
gonna say, sacrilege if you open a Kinder and not eat it.
But yeah, eventually I got him and I got the full set, and I've still actually got the full set.
You know what we've missed out on is the McDonald's Pokemon cards. You know, they did a limited run. It was
No.
like 20 different cards.
I didn't know that.
That's a set.
That's cool.
Do you look at anything I send you?
No.
Great.
Sometimes.
That's just great.
I don't normally have
Sent
a
you
lot
all
of
the
signal.
info you'd ever need on Pokemon cards.
I saw that. Yeah, it was all over the place. It was a mess. I couldn't believe.
If you're looking for a side hustle, you're at work and you've got loads of spare time and you want something to do, specifically Mark, get this right. I was in Smith's Toys yesterday. We was all walking around like a retail park and there's a JD and shit like that. I wanted to get some shoes. Anyway, on my way to JD Sports, I passed to Smith's Toys and like a moth to a flame, I went straight in. All the lads behind me, where the fuck's he going? Oh, Mark's like, he's going in Smith's Toys to look at fucking Pokemon cards. They're all laughing in the back. Sure enough, they're following. Right? And anyway, I'm walking through, leading, as you do, because I know what I'm fucking looking for. And I stumble across the Funko Pop aisle. Anyway, I walk down it, start having a little butcher, see if there's anything decent there. There ain't. And they're like, what are you fucking looking at this for? And then Mark's like, oh, he collects them. Like, some of them are quite expensive. And a couple of people I'm with didn't really understand it. Anyway, sure enough, couldn't find the Pokemon cards. And then remembered what you said, and they're behind the counter. So I left them to it in that aisle and then went to look at the counter and I found them. Anyway, I looked at the Pokemon cards I wanted. I went back to the aisle. They're all fucking picking them up, Googling them. Looking at the prices, seeing which ones they can flip, what ones they want. There was a massive Blink 182 one for Mark. And he was like, when I get paid, I'm coming back for that. Like that, in seconds. Seconds, they'd switched from, what the fuck are these Funko Pops, to, I want to start flipping them and collecting them. It was sick.
That's how it gets you.
100%. 100%. I don't know where I was going with that.
No,
There was
I
a
don't
bit
do
there,
that.
and I went off on a tangent.
I don't do that. I like to keep hold of my items so my children can benefit when I'm dead. And go, what's all this shit? And then sell it at a boot sale.
Yeah.
And all my hard work's been for nothing.
Yeah. What's that Star Wars one you've got? The expensive one? What's it called?
What the name of the character?
Yeah.
Anakin.
No, the blue geezer.
Oh, Admiral Thrawn, yeah.
Admiral Thrawn.
Funko
See
Pop.
him on a little fucking garden table in a boot sale in wherever. How much you want for this? Like $5?
Of course, bit steep, love. bit steep.
You throw something else in that for $5?
Yeah. What about this other Funko Pop? Darth Vader. Mustafar edition.
Fuck it, it's all a load of shit. It's only worth anything to other people that want this type of shit.
Yeah, well, like I say, on that, it was either porn stars or hardcore porn stars, or hardcore porn or whatever it's called. They said that the Star Wars are the best collectibles to collect because Star Wars fans are nuts and they overpay for everything.
Yep.
So I suppose I fit in that category.
But is it overpaying if someone else will overpay what you've overpaid?
Of course not, because then it's...
If I can make a profit, but talk a big game, I don't sell anything.
No, but this is the trouble,
it
isn't it? But then it's kind of like investing, isn't it? Because it's, I can't imagine this stuff goes down in value. The longer the time goes on, the rarer it becomes because others get destroyed and lost.
Yeah, especially the stuff that gets vaulted and like when you're talking about Funkos, the shit that doesn't they don't make anymore, or the limited runs like the Mater or the fucking Comic-Con shit, stuff like that. Even like the Queen, her Funko Pop, when she popped the clogs, that thing was worth a fucking fortune. It's worth fuck all now. It's gone back down, but for that little period, they were all sold out everywhere. They were worth a fucking mint. Same with the Stranger Things stuff.
Star Wars convention in April. That's going to have some expensive shit there, and I'm ready for it. Well, I'm not nowhere near ready for it.
Pokemon's going to get in the way.
Yeah, that's the trouble. Now I'm just I'm a collector of trinkets and baubles. This is established. It's what I am. My wife calls it hoarding. I call it collecting. And
yeah, but you don't get hold of random shite though.
What do you mean?
Well, you don't get hold of random shite. I've been to your gaff as well, and it ain't like it's filled with fucking. It's not a hoarder's house.
Well, no, because it's not allowed to be. It's all put in the fucking wardrobe at the back.
But everything that you've got, look at the Ronin that you got. It's all limited shit, or it's all difficult stuff to get. So it's worth some form of value. Look at the Mewtwo. It's worth over 50 quid. You got that in the Elite box. That's paid for the box straight away. Everything else is of excess. It's like fucking Storage Wars. $5 for that. $25 for that.
I like having. That's why I'm not collecting sets. I probably will eventually, but at the moment, I just want to. I'm in the exciting mode where I'll buy any set, any pack, just to see what comes out of it.
What I'm doing is I'm collecting the Silver Tempest, and whilst doing that, any duplicates I get, I'm giving them to Steph, and then any other duplicates of the duplicates, I'm giving them to her sister. So eventually, probably end up both searching for the same
I wonder if
card.
if some of these cards have got value because of their ability in the game.
You reckon?
In the competitive game.
Because people do that. They collect the full set, and then they have because Steph was saying they'll have a set, say it's in the sleeves, never touched, and then they got the exact same set that is a playable set.
Yeah.
So they must have something. It's a whole new world that I have never been a part of.
The guy that I've been talking to, who is in a vape shop, and where I found a lot of Pokemon stuff, he's selling Pokemon cards, and I said to him, "Why are you selling Pokemon cards in your vape shop?" And he said, "Because when he had a baby, his wife said, we need to sell this because we need to make money."
So
basically,
most people that vape are children.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Wow, that's so cool.
So yeah, I asked him why, and he said obviously his missus told him he had to sell his stuff, and I said, but why? Because he had boxes in there, like that Mewtwo box, for example. He had boxes like that, and the Elite Trainer boxes, and all that sort of stuff.
Why does it just hang around like a fucking fog? This shit. Look at it.
You made me do that.
Look at it.
Like
my laptop's breathing in all this fucking weird gunky shit that's about to.
Yeah. Anyway.
Grim. Smells
So
like
he
bubble
said,
gum.
I said, why have you got all these unopened boxes if they're your collection? He said he would buy, i.e., that Mewtwo box, that box you bought, whatever. He'd buy 2 of them at the same time.
I'll just not open one.
He'd open one and then he'd put another one in his nan's loft
in
for
X amount of years
because of that reason. And
yeah, because that's what when people are hunting for like one of the Charizards, it's all unopened packs.
Got from like 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, clever.
So that's what he was doing. So that's why now he's selling all these unopened boxes and stuff. And obviously he's got graded cards and stuff. When I went in there, he literally just had a delivery of a box of 3 Charizards he'd sent off, and one of them got a 10, which he was gassed about. So yeah, it's just.
Well, you should ask him then about getting.
I did ask him. I was asking him. I was too excited. There's too many questions. I was, when you're so excited, you're asking questions before they've answered the question you originally asked. But yeah, he's a quick turnaround because I was reading 6 months and stuff. He got them back within 30 days. So.
That's decent.
It all depends on the value of the card, is how much it costs to grade it, stuff like that. So
yeah, because I don't know what the general price is to get a card graded. If anyone listening isn't familiar about what grading a card is, it's just basically the condition of it, pretty much. If it's got bends in it, if it's got scrapes, how the print is, like I said earlier,
off center.
Yeah, if you're trying to find out of 10. How perfect your card is.
Well, my favourite Pokemon's Blastoise, and he's got a Blastoise in a cabinet, graded, and it's graded 3. And I was looking, 3 out of 10. And I was looking at it, and I was like, "How is that 3? It looks immaculate." He was like, "I don't know. I don't know how that is a 3."
Because I'd imagine
they're seeing things that you can't see.
Yeah, it'll be under the fucking microscope and all that. And
he's that's brand new out of a pack that he got it. Yeah. You know what I mean, so. It come out of a pack of
some of them I can see them now. Some of them they got a bend in them.
Exactly, it don't take much to. But that I think I will get my Mewtwo graded mainly just for the collection look of it with the number on it and the name of it and all that sort of stuff. I think really cool.
I wouldn't like to send somewhere. I'd prefer to drive somewhere.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm scared
graded.
of. But yeah,
what a weird world that we've opened ourselves into.
Yeah, it's exciting. I like learning these sort of things. It's exciting to me.
Well, I was saying to Steph, it's no different to Funko Pops because before I started collecting them, because I throw myself as a collector, I think.
You're welcome. I'm pretty sure I took you under my wing and just brought you into the world of collecting boxes of characters with enormous heads and cards with little pocket monsters now.
Yeah, it's nuts. Thank you so much. But even obviously when I first started doing that, when it came to Funko Pops, I had no fucking clue. I was just looking at the ones that I liked, but I didn't have any understanding about what's worth what or anything like that. And gradually over time, you learn just by looking at stuff. You know if it's worth anything, if it's flocked,
you
if
won't
it's a
know,
chase,
but
all
you
that
can
shit.
tell. There's a chance. There's a chance that might be worth something. So that's worth picking up, walking around and Googling while you're walking around. Yeah,
you see something and you have a rough idea of if it's worth X amount of money, especially when you start joining all the Funko groups like I have. You learn what people are after and all that type of shit. And I like that. Like I was saying to Mark today, I also like the factor of getting something that loads of people want and keeping hold of it. Like a fucking dragon with its gold. I don't know why I like doing that. Somewhat mean.
But it's an investment. That's how I see it. I see all these as assets because monetary wise, not very rich. But if I sold all my figures, my statues, my cards, I could claw a lot more money back than I think I have.
And that's like Steph. She has fucking loads of collector's edition statues and stuff from games, and everyone knows they're worth a fucking fortune straight away.
They're all limited edition.
Yeah,
they're gone.
Straight away. Even the hammer that I got with the God of War collector's edition, that's worth the same, if not slightly more, than the entire edition itself, and that was from day one. And then she's got I got her for Christmas the Eevee and Jacob Fry collectible statues, and that Eevee is worth a fucking fortune because she's just impossible to get hold of. So yeah, they're definitely investments, man. Some people invest in gold, some people invest in fucking, I don't know, stocks and shit like that. We invest in plastic.
Gold goes down, Funkos don't.
That's definitely not true.
It was a joke, you knob.
Shut up. Yeah, yeah, there's Pokemon.
Yeah, so Pokemon, the world of Pokemon is just
so fucking nerdy,
developed us. And,
but everyone's got that same bond, man. Who didn't fucking touch Pokemon at some point?
Mate, when I was in Nerd Base earlier, I was having a little mooch about 2 geezers coming, 2 big bearded gentlemen. You thought you've took a wrong turn.
Yeah, but
And
you
like
say exactly the same about you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I said, you two shouldn't be in here. They bowled straight up to the Pokemon. The geezer grabbed, I'm not joking, 20 to 30 packs.
What are the Silver Tempests?
Of just like multiple different Pokemon packs. And his mate went, we ain't even looked around yet. He went, don't worry about that. Banged them straight down, bosh.
See you later.
What, 30 odd packs of that and that Fey Coco set thing that I bought. You didn't pick the right one up, obviously, because I got the good one. But yeah, so, you know, looks can be deceiving. They just come bowling in, grab loads of Pokemon cards. But I was in there a little bit too long. So I started becoming uneasy because I think he thought, this geezer's casing a joint, or he's putting stuff in his pants or something. Yeah, I'd done a couple of laps.
You was in there for like an hour.
Yeah, I'd done a couple of laps, and I was looking behind him because a lot of the Pokemon stuff's behind him in the till. Yeah. They was having deliveries, and he was opening boxes behind the till, so it was really awkward. I was having to like look over him to look at stuff, and every now and again, out my peripheral, I could see him look up at me, and I was like, "This is becoming very awkward."
Yeah, and that's a small till as well. That's a small counter to be fucking hunched over staring at.
I just had to grab my box and get out.
It's a very awkward one because it's an L-shaped counter, and as you come in, literally the front door, one side of the counter is to your left, and then obviously it bends round, and the Pokemon cards are just in the fucking door, so you can't stand there because you're blocking the door. So it is awkward as fuck to.
I stood there for ages.
I have to get used to the fact of being a grown man. And it's like fucking buying cigarettes. I have to go to the counter to get hold of them. Excuse me, sir. Can you just, like, saying yesterday at Smith's Toys, I just want 2 packets of the Silver Tempest.
I went out at 9:30 last night or something stupid.
Was that when there was? Oh, you sent me a picture.
I had to get dressed to go out because Jem wanted Gaviscon. Right. I was like, well, if I've got to go out to get Gaviscon, I'm getting myself something. So I went right out the way to a whole supermarket just so I could get some Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
And when I went to the till, there was 2 ladies chatting between each till. And I said, are you open? She said, yeah. I put the Gaviscon down. I put the Pokemon cards down. She went, oh, Pokemon cards, they're still going, are they? I said, yeah, you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
She went, for the kids? I went, yeah. She was like, what are they hoping to get? I was like, I picked the pack up, I turned it around, I squinted at it. I was like, I don't know, really. I think there's some rare ones or something. You know. Tried to play it
so
cool.
You lied. Mark told me that, because I said when we was walking around Smith's, I went, how am I going to go to a counter and ask someone for these fucking Pokemon cards? He said, just lie and say they're for your kid or something like that. So I owned it instead, but there's something weird about being in full high vis, filthy as fuck from work, looking scruffy as anything, standing next to what I think was a 4-year-old child in line waiting to buy some Pokemon cards. It was a very, very odd picture with an entourage of orange behind me waiting. It just looked so out of place. And I think we'll have to get used to that because it's going to be happening a lot.
I don't give a monkeys. I was just trying to save her the face, really, because she just presumed they were for kids, so I didn't want to go, they're for me, you fucking bitch.
You fucking twat.
Yeah,
what a silly prick you are. They're obviously for me. And you should fucking dash them in her face.
I don't want to cause her that embarrassment, so I just, they're for the kids. Yeah. I mean, I am a child at heart, so I guess. And I got home and Jem was like, "Oh, you're so cute," and then I opened my X, and then I opened Pokemon Go, and I was playing Pokemon whilst looking at my cards.
Me and Steph sit there together, and we open it, or she watches me open them up, and I can see her, like, she's so into it. It's really fun. But like, her face lights up when I hand her a pack. I go, "You want to open this one?" She's like, "Really?
It's just something nice about opening packs of cards.
Yeah,
just exciting. I don't know why.
Well, it's that buzz of getting that fucking them shiny ones and VMAXs, all the secret gallery ones are like, because they look fucking sick as well.
Yeah, you just don't
Like
know.
a magpie, anything shiny.
You don't know what
I
you're
fucking
gonna
want it.
get, do you?
I want it.
Anyway,
Go on.
Star Wars is what I wanted to say. I
Yeah.
see an update from a reliable source because I've known that there's many Star Wars games coming out, and Ubisoft have one, and they've been known to be making it for a long time, but no one knows anything about it. A very reliable source, Inside Gaming, has said
Mm-hmm.
the Ubisoft Star Wars game will boast a fully open, seamless universe akin to that found in No Man's Sky. In the game, players will be able to jump between systems, immersing themselves in a vast galaxy, bursting at the seams with activities. End quote. Now, it sounds very, very, very exciting. It also sounds very, very, very Ubisoft with the galaxy bursting at the seams of activities. That
Sounds
screams
like bullshit.
question marks everywhere,
Sounds
all over
like
the
absolute bollocks.
Well, I hope it's not. Bigger doesn't necessarily mean better, but an open world Star Wars game is basically a fantasy for me.
So you've already got the president set with No Man's Sky, like you say, and that really is seamless. Other than when you're going through a black hole and stuff like that, but even then, it's not fucking. The loading screen ain't massive. But you remember No Man's Sky when it first came out? They were saying the same type of shit, that there was all this stuff that couldn't even see a fucking another player if you had the 1% chance of actually meeting someone. Whereas now it's fantastic, incredible game. It's come a long, long way. Absolutely fucking awesome game. I don't think Ubisoft are up to that type of shit, personally. I think they talk a lot of shit, and I don't think they care that much either.
I think that you are wrong. I think they are capable and they do care. They put a lot of work into their games. I feel like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, brilliant open world, just too long and too boring. But the actual detail in Valhalla, Origins, Odyssey, the detail is crazy. They're just very repetitive. But I think what I really want is a Star Wars game. You could make it less repetitive by just simply being a bounty hunter and just having endless amount of bounties to go and hunt and bring in and stuff like that. Just that would make.
Yeah, but
it
even then, you can only do so many before it does become repetitive.
not for me. This is Star Wars.
No, but you don't know. But you fall into that trap of thinking that you won't get bored because you love it. But you can get bored, and it's that fact that you love it so much, and you would be so enveloped by a game like that you would fucking rinse it because your heart wants to do that. And eventually, quickly, you'd get fucking bored. But I don't think it's fair for someone like Ubisoft to come out and a game that you have fuck all info on to just turn around to you and just say, oh yeah, this is going to be like No Man's Sky, massively open world. You're going to fucking love it. See you later. They just disappear into the shadows for another year.
But they haven't said that. That was Inside Gaming that said that. That wasn't them. Ubisoft.
Where they got their info from then?
I don't know. Ubisoft have said nothing publicly.
Well, they've obviously got their info from somewhere, ain't they?
Yeah. Well, they probably have.
They don't just materialise out of nothing.
But there's one thing getting your source telling you this, that, and the other, and this is what they plan to do. And it's another thing, Ubisoft publicly coming out and saying the same thing. You can't begrudge Ubisoft for someone leaking information.
No, fuck them. They've done people dirty far too many times.
No.
What's the one that is supposed to be coming out this year?
Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And I cannot wait.
When's the release date for that?
March.
March.
Very, very excited for that. Anything Star Wars related, and I'm going to play it.
Have you pre-ordered it?
No, I'm not pre-ordering anything anymore.
What? We're going downhill. Brakes are broken. Why? Why don't you pre-order it?
Because I don't need to at the moment.
No.
No, I'll get it when it comes out, won't I?
Mm.
I'll probably pre-order it the week of. And that'll be about it. You've got to be careful nowadays, just in case something gets banged on Game Pass for free. You're like, ooh, but not buy stuff. Because Jedi Fallen Order is now on everything.
Me and Mark
PlayStation Plus and Game Pass and Steam, I think, and you can play it for free.
Me and Mark see an advert the other day in the van, and it was for PlayStation Plus, and it was saying that I think it was Hogwarts Legacy is going to be a part of PlayStation Plus.
That'd be pretty cool.
But I didn't know. But I would imagine that that's the.
Dobby is a free elf. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, I would imagine that would be the tippity top of the tiers, which is like 20 something quid. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't subscribe to the Max PlayStation.
No, neither do I. I don't think anyone fucking does because it's pointless.
Well,
but they're going to start bringing out day one releases like that.
Well, yeah, then
somewhat worth it.
But even then, Game Pass is £10 a month or £12 a month for Ultimate.
Yeah, I think I paid like £8, something like that.
So where's PlayStation should be kind of matching that, really.
Yeah, but they won't, though, will they?
Well, you know, there you go.
There we go.
Voldemort, you're not my father.
You don't even watch Harry Potter.
Yeah, I
what
know.
are you fucking on about?
I'm just guessing.
Talking shit.
Hagrid, get off my dog.
That's expensive shit, you know. You want to start getting into collecting Harry Potter stuff.
Dumbledore, let go of my wand.
I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm saving
Expelliarmus.
a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's one, isn't it? Expelliarmus.
Yeah.
Is that the invisible one?
You're doing fantastic.
Is that invisible?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
talking
on.
about feedback, I've had feedback.
Give me some.
People want the fucking quizzes back.
Who?
People,
Why?
you don't need to know names. It's not all about you. I've had people say they want the quizzes. Are the quizzes coming back?
Any specific quizzes?
Well, just like hearing you get thumped.
What, football quizzes?
Just quizzes.
Quizzes.
Anything. General knowledge, football, games, whatever. People like to hear two great minds pitted against each other.
And these same people don't know the fucking struggle it is to get a quiz that is multiple choice.
Oh, you mugged me off for how long for that? Saying, oh, you can't even fucking get a quiz.
It was so difficult to do because you can't just ask me a question and then not give me a choice of answers because I'm fucked. Because we'd just be sitting here and listening to you reel off questions and me going, I don't know.
I don't
I ain't
know.
got a clue.
Yeah, but
I'm no good with that.
If you just do general knowledge, it's easy.
No, it ain't. I need multiple choice.
All right.
You ain't about the search one. We've got half hour left. And you're going to spend that half hour searching for a quiz?
No. Well, watch this.
I'm watching.
General knowledge quiz with answers. Here you go. Right, you ready? Question 1.
This is our first quiz of 2023.
Question 1.
Go on.
In which part of your body would you find the cruciate ligament?
Your leg? No?
The knee.
But this is exactly what I just... What do you mean in your knee? That's your leg, you dickhead.
It's your knee.
Your whole fucking leg. I just said your leg. That question's right.
Is it in your shin?
No, it's in your leg.
Is it in your shin?
Where's your knee?
Is it in your calf?
Where is your knee?
On your knee.
On your leg.
What
fucking
is the
bullshit.
name?
No, this is bollocks. Because you're doing the same. You're doing exactly what I just said. You can't fucking do. You're asking questions with no multiple choices. This is general knowledge bullshit. Ask me another question.
General knowledge quiz with multiple choice answers. Since you can't even manage a simple question like that. Here we go then. Multiple choice general knowledge quiz. Question 1. What is the longest that an elephant has ever lived that we know of? 17 years, 49 years, 86 years, or 142 years?
86 years.
We'll find out at the end.
Right, yeah.
How many rings are on the Olympic flag? None, 4, 5, or 7?
Oh, is it 4 or 5? I
Choose
think it's 5.
one.
No, I'm not big into the Olympics.
What is a tarsier? A bird, a lizard, a primate?
A tarsier.
A tarsier? A tarsier. Tarsier.
What was the answers?
A bird, a lizard, a primate.
Bird?
How did Spider-Man get his powers? Bitten by a radioactive spider, born with them. Military government
Spider,
experiment on
motherfucker.
Ori, woke up.
That spider grabbed hold of him and it munched on his little flesh.
In darts, what is the most points you can score with a single throw? 20, 50, 60, 100.
100? I don't know darts. What is it?
100?
What is it?
60, triple 20. You fucking
Oh,
idiot.
sorry, I didn't know. Sorry, I didn't know the fucking answer to a sport I have no idea about.
I don't know much about darts, but
This is
Jesus
why
Christ.
the quizzes went.
This is why people liked them, because you're an idiot. Which of these animals does not appear in the Chinese zodiac? Bear,
Yeah.
dog, dragon, rabbit.
Bear?
Who are known as Brahmins? Members of India's highest caste, surfers in California. It's a totally made up word.
What's this? Made up. Fuck it. It's a made up word.
How many holes are on a standard bowling ball? 2, 3, 5, 10.
3.
Does
Well,
coffee naturally contain
No,
caffeine?
no, motherfucker. Why are you giving me that look?
I'm just looking at you.
Well, it ain't going to be 2, is it?
Come on, hurry up.
Ain't
you
going to be
melt.
5,
Nearly
and ain't going
there.
to be 10.
Does coffee naturally contain caffeine, or is it added later?
It naturally contains it, doesn't it?
What are the main colours on the flag of Spain? Black and yellow, blue and white, green and white, red and yellow.
Red and yellow. Give me the wink.
What is the name of this symbol?
Oh, you've got pictures, visual. I'm sorry, what am I looking at?
Biltong, Fermrata, Interbang,
Well, no, I don't know
Pilcrow.
what I'm fucking looking at. What symbol?
At the end of the question, there is a backwards P looking thing.
Yeah, that is obviously that's a biltong.
I think biltong's dried meat.
I got fucking
In the nursery rhyme,
biltong is it's jerky.
Yeah. in the nursery rhyme, how many blackbirds were baked in a pie? 4, 11, 24, 99.
Oh, fucking 24. I don't know.
What is what is a pomelo? A breed of dog, an old-fashioned punching bag, the largest citrus fruit.
The largest citrus fruit,
Who
motherfucker.
killed Greedo? Hannibal Lecter, Han Solo, Hermione Granger, or Hercules?
Greedo?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Hannibal Lecter killed him, Han Solo killed him, Hermione Granger killed him, or Hercules killed him?
Greedo. Why do I feel like I remember that name? Because someone was talking about it not long ago. Steph will be screaming at me when she listens to this because I guarantee it'll be her that was talking to me about it. Greedo. Hermione? I don't know who Greedo is.
Well, I can tell you now that's wrong.
Well, let me Google Greedo.
It's Han Solo. Are giant pandas a type of bear? Yes or no?
No.
How many points in the letter X? How many points?
Oh, is that little green cunt with the fucking weird eyes?
Yeah, Han Solo shoots him. How many points is the letter X worth in English language Scrabble? None, 8 or 11.
11? I don't know my Scrabble. I'm not 60.
Um,
Whoever it is that asked for these quizzes, I hope you're fucking happy. I really hope you're happy.
You've run out of time.
It was time. You didn't say it was time.
Well, no, it's literally on the last question anyway. So, question 1. How long does an elephant live for? You said 86 years.
Yeah.
Ding!
Yes.
How many rings are on the Olympic flag?
I got that wrong. It's 7.
You said 5. Ding!
It's not 5. Because I googled the Olympic flag. Is it 5?
The 5 rings represent Africa, America, Asia, Australia and Europe. 74% of users answered this correctly.
Look at me.
52% of users answered the
it is
elephant
5.
question correctly.
Yeah.
What is a tarsier? You said a
I said
bird.
It's a lizard, isn't it?
Primate.
Oh, it's a primate.
34% of users answered this correctly.
Oh.
How did Spider-Man get his radioactive powers?
Spider.
You said spider. Ding! 78% of users answered this correctly. I don't know what the fuck the other 22% were thinking. Woke up with them after a strange dream, apparently. In darts, what's the most points you can throw with a single throw?
Bollocks, absolute bollocks.
You said 100.
I wanted to say 180. So why do they scream 180? When do they do that?
Well, if they get 360s
Yeah.
in a row, what does that add up to?
So it is literally just if they get 180.
Well, how many darts do you throw in one thing?
3.
Yeah, so you get 360s. 180. 48% of users answered that correctly anyway, which was 60. That's embarrassing. Which of these animals does not appear in the Chinese zodiac? You said bear.
Yeah.
Ding!
Nice. No one is the bear.
60%.
Why it wouldn't be in there? Fuck
Who are
off the
known
rabbit.
as Brahmins? You said it's a totally made up word.
Yeah.
Members of India's highest caste.
Great. I've just offended that.
How many holes are on a standard bowling ball?
3.
You said 3.
It must be 3.
I looked at you.
It must be 3.
Ding!
Yeah.
76% answered that correct.
Who's getting it wrong?
What are the main colours on the flag of Spain?
I'm doing all right here so far.
You said red and yellow.
Yep. Red and yellow, red and... No.
Ding!
Yeah.
69% of users answered this correctly.
Nice.
What is the name of this symbol? You said biltong. It's pilcrow.
It looks like It looks like the backwards Patreon
It
sign.
looks like a backwards P, and there's only one word that begins with P. 30% of users answered this correctly.
So I'm not
In the nursery rhyme, how many blackbirds were baked in a pie?
I said 24, didn't I? Was it not? So
Yeah.
why'd you wink at me then?
To throw you off.
Great. After I've already answered it, thanks.
40% of users answered this correctly.
What was it?
It was 24.
It was 24. There you go then. Ding, ding, ding. I said 24.
You said 11.
I said 24.
You said 11.
Luckily,
It's
this is recorded.
Well, we'll see, won't we? What is a pomelo? A breed of dog or an old-fashioned punching bag or the largest citrus fruit? You said the largest citrus fruit.
And it...
Ding!
Nice.
53%.
Nice.
This correctly.
Nice.
Who killed Greedo?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You said Hermione Granger.
I don't know. I don't know. Someone else want my ticket to the Star Wars.
It was San Holo. 38% got that correct. Are giant pandas a type of bear? You said no. They are a type of bear.
I didn't think they were a type
A giant
of
panda
bear.
is one of 8 species in the family Ursidae. It says, look it up.
Please tell me how many percent got that wrong.
56% answered that correctly.
Oh, I'm not that bad then. I'm not that bad. I thought it
How
was a trick
many
question.
points is the letter X worth in English language Scrabble? You said 8.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I
No.
said 11.
You said 11 and then the time ran out.
Yeah.
If you'd said 11 and you hadn't gone, then just let the quiz answer it for you, you would have had it right. But you've had to open your big mouth, so now you've got it wrong.
What do you mean? I said 11.
Yeah, and it's 8.
Oh,
the
is it
time
8?
run out.
Is it 8?
So, yeah, you've done all right. You've done all right. Fair play. Well done. Well done.
Yeah. So now people ain't going to want it now because I didn't get that irate.
No, actually done all right. GG.
Fucking bullshit quiz. We're going to have to go back to that then. I'll tell you what, we'll go back to doing a quiz and we'll throw it behind a paywall.
You're a fucking asshole. We shall not do that because we're not scum. All the crap content's behind the paywall, so don't bother.
So, are you good, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. The person that had my van before me used to vape. A vapist, right? And the windscreen is caked in so much shit from where they've vaped in the van. It's fucking grim. And I scraped it all off today. So just be aware that that's going in your lungs, yeah? I'm just trying to look out for you. So just be aware. When you're blowing that shit around in this lovely room, it's caking all my
As
stuff in
funny
fucking...
comedian once said, I don't care. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die. If a plane's going down, sure, I'll scream, but I won't be the loudest.
Why?
Because I don't care.
Yeah, but you might be the loudest.
I won't be. Because I'll be like, oh
Right.
no, I'm going to
If a
die. But I
plane's
won't be the
going
most
down
scared.
and you're screaming, you may well be the loudest person on that plane that's screaming.
Why?
Mark said today that my voice bellows.
Yeah, you are loud.
So I might be the loudest person screaming.
I
might not be the person that cares the most.
I'm not loud.
You are definitely loud.
All right. Well, if I'm ever in a position where a plane's going down, and I'm screaming. This conversation will pop into my head, and I'll go, just so I'm not the fucking loudest.
And that's the difference between us, because this will pop in my head, and I would purposely make sure I'm the loudest fucking screaming.
Yeah, because you're a knob. Hope your plane goes down.
Too scared of it.
And it's just you on it.
Scared of the planes.
There's not even a pilot. You're on an automated plate. You're scared of planes?
Yeah, I just don't like the flying anymore, man. I used to love it when I was a kid. And now, the last couple of times I've been on a plane, I'm very aware of the fact that I could die. It's because I'm high up. I don't like the heights. If I was doing 700 mile an hour on the floor...
You're not high up, are you? You're fucking astronomically high up. You're so high up, you're above the fucking clouds.
Yeah, you're high, man. I'm talking like a good while before you splat to the ground if you fall out the plane.
Yeah,
I hate that shit.
But I think you'd pass out first, wouldn't you?
No, you wouldn't pass out when you're skydiving.
Yeah, but that's because you're not going to die. If you're falling to your death and you know you're going to die, then I think you pass out. I'm sure I've heard this somewhere before. Maybe I'm wrong.
Or you make yourself pass out. Hold your breath. Either way.
Just panic, innit? You'll black out. Panic.
Either way, I'm going to be the loudest screaming. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about me completing a game. And not a new game. Or an old game. Me and Mark bought The Quarry. Off the back of what you've switched off for the rest of this little section, haven't you?
This is your bit. You do your thing.
It's great. It's great. You might as well go home then. If I go talk about this bit, you go home, and I'll talk to the fans instead. Off the back, off the back of what we spoke about last week, and how me and Mark were playing the Dark Anthology pictures series, and the latest one was shite. We bought The Quarry, which is made by the same people that make the Dark Anthology series, but with a little twist. So it's very similar, but not. And called The Quarry. It is a co-op answer questions and shit. I like Detroit story-driven type game. And we thought, yep, that'll be sick. We'll play it together. Fucking love it. Came out originally with a 60 quid price tag. Fuck that. I'm never paying that for one of these games. It dropped down to 20 quid on the PlayStation Store, so we bought it, right? Anyway, both downloaded it. Found some time to play it. He sends me an invite, right? I accept. I'm in his party. I'm player 2, right? And we press start. Cinematic loads up. And it's 2 people in a car. They're fucking driving through the woods on their way to summer camp in America. And... they get run off the road. Some shit happens. Anyway, there's decisions that need to be made. You get run off the road. Now, you can either avoid this log that you're going to drive into, or you can fucking go straight over it, and it pops up. Slow motion. And it's like, steer left or continue straight, right? Now, Manister put continue straight, and I said steer left. So it went 50% one way and 50% the other way. And it went straight over. It followed Mark's... fucking decision, right? Anyway, some stuff happens. Next decision that comes up, we go 50-50 again. It goes with Mark's decision. The next decision that comes up, we go 50-50 again. It follows Mark's decision. Next decision that comes up, we both do what we both do the same thing, and it follows what we put. And after a little bit, after like 10 minutes of doing it, I was kicking off a bit. And Steph Googled it for us. And basically, The Quarry originally released as a single-player game, and then they added the multiplayer feature later on, right? But when you play multiplayer, so there's 2 different things you can do. Either couch co-op, so a LAN party essentially, or full-on online multiplayer. Now, you can have, I think it was up to... Was it up to like 5 or 6, maybe 7 people playing at once, right? And that percentage was of the answers. So because it was just me and Mark that were playing it, it follows the host when it goes to it. It's a split majority. So because it's just me and Mark playing, anything that I answered meant absolutely nothing because it would always follow his answer. And what it doesn't tell you is that the multiplayer, if you're not the host, you don't get any of the trophy progression. You don't get any save data from it. You are literally just watching this person play. So I was fucking fuming because then I said to Mark, I said, well, there's no point in me fucking playing this. I'm just watching you play this. You know what I mean? What is the fucking point? So we got annoyed with it. I stopped playing. And then what we decided to do was... I sacked Mark off completely, and me and Steph played the couch co-op instead. And we sat there, one controller, and there was multiple different characters. I think there was like 8 different people, maybe a few more. And you got to set which characters you wanted to play. So I played all the blokes, she played all the women. And it was very, very good. It was very good. And it's about an 8-hour campaign. There's 12 chapters in all. And it's basically about werewolves. I know you like your wolves. And all creepy shit. It wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, but the story was quite good. It's all live motion capture. So everyone looks, the people that are acting it out, they look like what they do in real life. But they can never get the faces, like the facial movements correct. So like one person looked like he was having a stroke the entire time. It was fucking, some of it so weird. But there's obviously things like everyone can live, everyone can die. There was 186 different like routes that you can take in terms of how the story's going to pan out, which is quite cool. And then one feature that I thought was very cool is movie mode. So obviously all these different outcomes, you can go into this movie mode and it has everyone survives, everyone dies, or custom. And in the custom mode, you can decide how every single character behaves, whether they're a dick, whether they're nice, whether they're apprehensive, things like that. And it is a movie, so it cuts out all the walking around and stuff in between cutscenes, and you can just watch how it pans out. So we're watching the one of everyone dies at the moment, and it's good, man. There's a lot of dialogue, because a lot of these games, if you want to see all the different outcomes, you've got to replay them. Or you've got to go back to every different chapter and you've got to answer the questions differently and stuff like that. So I thought it was quite cool to introduce that. And then another cool thing, it has 6 episodes of a podcast on the game. So you can listen, and it's called, I think, Bonafide. And I thought that was quite cool. Haven't listened to any of them. They were, in fact, playing on one of the credits, and me and Steph got very annoyed because it was like, please shut the fuck up. It won't let me skip. Very good game. I recommend it. Mark's playing it on his own. That's about it.
Right. Cool. I like the feature that you just said. Very good. One of the reasons that them games annoy me, or they're not up my alley, so to speak, is I like the choices and stuff, but I don't want to listen to the same gumph over and over and over again. So if you get the opportunity to go back and just go straight to the meat and gravy, good design choice. I'm a fan. I've watched The Quarry. I've seen it all before. I watched the whole playthrough on YouTube. Jem loves it. She's watched it multiple times. It's one of their bedtime viewings.
What, The Quarry?
Yeah, she likes it.
Oh, you're actually interested in this game?
Yeah, I wouldn't play it.
So why don't your fucking face portray that?
Because
you're sitting here just flicking through your phone.
I know exactly what you were talking about.
Absolutely no interest whatsoever in what I'm saying.
Well, just because you obviously can't multitask, mate. I heard everything, and I was interested.
What do you mean can't multitask? For them listening, it's an audio representation, yeah? So for us, it's visual. You know what I mean?
So you could just ignore that, and they wouldn't know that I was looking at my phone. I was also doing podcast research, so...
Right.
Let's jump to something that more people are interested in.
No, you was talking about this.
Yeah, and then
you was talking about it. No.
Because I'm going to show you what I was reading.
No, add your side to this.
I just did.
I want to know why Gemma's night fucking watching The Quarry.
What do you mean, why?
What do you mean?
She likes it. She likes scary stuff.
And she doesn't know about the Dark Anthology pictures?
No.
Fucking hell. Please, when you go home, tell her about that, because there's a whole other list of games exactly the same, but different.
Yes, my lord.
Please.
Yes.
For her benefit.
Text it to me, because I'll forget. Ubisoft's Star Wars game reportedly comparable to No Man's Sky by Bespin Bulletin.
I'll just
Twitter,
message her instead.
All right. You'll be interested in this part.
Sorry, will I? Sorry. All right, I'll put my phone down.
I'm not an emotional wreck like you.
I'll listen. Neither am I. I'm just saying. This is what you do.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I'm not an emotional wreck like you.
Funko Pops on Nerdbase Instagram. They got some new shit.
See that? It was hours ago. You could take in, as long as you're taking the information.
I'm taking it in.
Well then.
Go on.
Hello there and Happy New Year. Before we delve into the article, I kindly ask you to consider showing your support and appreciation for work by tip. It's just asking about tips and stuff. If you want to tip him, go to bestbinbulletin.com.
What is this that you're talking about?
Star Wars.
Right.
It's been 2 years since Ubisoft and Lucasfilm announced that Massive Entertainment, the studio behind Ubisoft's The Division franchise,
Nice.
had started work on an untitled open-world Star Wars project, and word on the game has been quiet ever since. However, a new rumour regarding the game has arose today. According to the outlet Insider Gaming, the upcoming untitled project from Ubisoft's Massive Entertainment will be a fully open and seamless universe akin to No Man's Sky. If you're unfamiliar with the title mentioned, No Man's Sky, the defining feature of the game is that it is nearly every part of the galaxy, including stars, planets, creatures, etc., are created through procedural generation using algorithms and random number generators, which result in there being over 18 quintillion planets to explore within the game. The outlet goes on to say that despite the vast world, at the core of the game will be an in-depth, lengthy story which will be spearheaded by a fully customizable character that walks a path chosen by the player. Personally, I'm not that familiar with Insider Gaming's track record, sorry. Not to be confused with Inside Gaming. Maybe I've been confused by them too. Thanks for pointing that out, Bespin Bulletin. And the only time I've truly given attention to the site is when freelancer Tom Henderson writes an exclusive as the outlet, as Henderson has a reliable track record. If it is the same people as Tom Henderson writes for, then it definitely has weight because he is the GOAT. However, this Ubisoft Star Wars article wasn't written by Henderson, so I take this purely as a rumour. If true, then Ubisoft's game sounds incredibly interesting and exciting, and I'm sure the comparison to No Man's Sky will pique people's interests.
So we've got Star Wars meets The Division meets No Man's Sky.
This rumour follows a tweet from Julian Garrity, a creative director at Ubisoft, who shared a tweet wishing followers a happy new year and claimed that 2023 would be massive for Massive Entertainment, pun intended, and shared an image of the Star Wars logo. Many fans have taken this to mean that the project will release this year, which is highly unlikely. Massive Entertainment are currently still working on Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, which was delayed from a late 2022 release to sometime this year. Personally, I believe the tweet references is the game officially being unveiled at some point this year, as the only word we've had from Ubisoft and Lucasfilm was in January 2021, when it was announced Massive Entertainment were working on an open-world Star Wars project. I personally do not expect to see the project release until late 2024 or 2025. So yeah, that's just for I'd let you know that it was also made or being made by people who made The Division, because I know you love that game.
So The Division is quite possibly one of the best games that I've played. It's a very big shame that it didn't hold its weight like how Destiny does in terms of that replayability. It finds it's still a very big game. The play style of The Division, fucking awesome. I love the idea of The Division, everything about it. It just doesn't hold a lot of people for as long as it should, but you can't deny the gameplay of it. The gun feel, all of that is fantastic. I love it. No Man's Sky is fucking awesome. We've already established that. The idea of a Star Wars based game using the same type of system that No Man's Sky uses, but with the type of combat and story that the Division uses, makes any man, woman, child, person fucking excited. It makes the grown people's testicles tingle, and it must be making your testicles tingle.
Anything Star Wars does things to me. I'm excited.
It's a very tall order to fill.
I'll consume any Star Wars media.
It's very Starfield-esque.
I can't wait for that.
Starfield's going to be fucking sick. If this Star Wars is a flop, you have Starfield to fall back on.
I cannot wait for Starfield. The whole reason I bought an Xbox, 8, 9, 10
and we're going to
months
have it
ago.
on day one, day release. It's going to be free for us. It's going to be sick. The idea of what you've just said, because the coding behind how No Man's Sky does have a never-ending universe of completely randomly generated stuff, it is extremely cool. And like I say, that's such an not old system, but No Man's Sky has been around for a while, so it's nice to have another game that is potentially using that.
Well, Starfield will.
Yeah, of course it will.
This is one of the things this is the game that I was thinking about, and I couldn't grab it earlier. When I said I would like it to have a bounty system or something.
Yeah.
So when you're done with the game, because there's going to be procedural planets with not a lot on them as well. But there'll be like the odd outpost or something. But if you could just be like, all right, go to a bounty. Yeah, there's a bounty and this guy in this system, and you fly to that system, that planet, that location, land there, break into a base, kill the bounty, go and collect your credits, kidnap him, whatever it is you got to do. That gives so much replay value, and I get what you're saying eventually that will get boring, and I'm sure it will. But if you, it's very cheap and easy for them to add different varieties of randomized missions constantly for a while. That keeps people coming back to the game. It doesn't have. It's not like creating a whole expansion. Just adding the odd new mission to a randomly generated location.
You can have repetitiveness as long as there's a reason
Of course.
behind why you're grinding that repetitiveness.
Credits to upgrade your ship, or
if there's a goal to what you're doing, then that is why you're able to hold that repetitiveness. If you're a single player game with no multiplayer online aspect, then that repetitiveness is.
Ooh,
who's ringing me? This is the fucking Freemasons that are ringing me. And I'm not. No, I don't want to, because I've told them to leave me alone. Genuinely, that's Freemasons.
I just thought of something. I need to speak to Steph, I don't. But through the medium of podcasting, I'm speaking to you, Steph, and you, because you're in the room with me.
And Steph's literally over there.
Hello, Steph. The Zelda.
No, you were saving this.
No, yeah, I am.
You were saving this.
I am saving what I'm going to talk about, but just quickly, because it's in my brain now.
Go on.
Oh, no, fuck it. Yeah, if you want to listen to my Zelda chat, you're going to subscribe to Patreon.
We're at a point now where we can ask them to do this.
Yeah.
We don't have to carry on spilling everything. There is a paywall for some content, and if you want to hear more, you got to throw us a fucking $5 to listen to it.
By the way, Ryan and Matt, it was the Master Sword we were talking about earlier. There you go.
That doesn't involve me, does it?
Well, no, because I said Ryan and Matt, I thought that was quite clear.
Ryan and Matt, are they avid listeners? Because I ain't seen them pop up on the Patreon at all. They're missing out on a whole variety of different stuff.
There you are.
Yeah. We're going to leave this episode here then, anyway.
Yeah,
that sounds exciting, what you talked about.
Whoop, whoop.
I have no doubt that we'll continue this in a different nether behind money.
The sweet, buttery goodness of £5.
What number was this? What episode number was
29,
this?
29, maybe?
Was this 29?
I think so. I could be joking.
Oh, we're approaching 30, I think.
Ooh, spicy.
This was episode 29.
And I'm going to miss episode 30.
And you're going to miss episode 30. Every fucking milestone that we've done so far, you've missed.
Soz about this. Soz, guys.
Great. Catch us next week where we're talking about even more random bullshit.
I won't be.
And Steph will be filling in, no doubt, unless she's busy. I'm assuming that she's free and able.
Well, if she isn't, I'll have to drag my ass out of bed and I'll have to get here.
Yeah.
The podcast will go on.
Anyway, it's been fantastic. Catch us on the Jedi Club of the Patreon if you want to listen to another minimum half an hour of us talking absolute random bullshit where we have actually planned something so it's actually worth listening to this week. Sort of. I've thrown an idea out there and we're going to roll with it. That's about as much planning as we do.
And I've said Zelda, so...
Yeah, fantastic. Anyway, we're fucking off. See you later, everyone. Uru.
Uru.